The bloke you're about to meet is a guitar ninja, a music lover, and a world traveller. Rory Price is a long way from home, and he's so happy about it. He's singing about it. Which is exactly what you should be doing when you're young and chasing your dreams, or maybe even when you're older, right? Pack things up, grab a guitar, chase your dreams. Rory is a muso from Britain who now calls Brisbane home. And tonight you're going to find out how he is living his dream via the Caribbean and a whole bunch of other international destinations. Hello, Rory.
Hello.
I'm jealous of your life already, mate.
Maybe I can inspire you to do the same.
Maybe. Where did you grow up? Like, where are you from originally?
So I'm from Bedfordshire area, so central England, almost as far away from the coastline as you can get on the small island of England.
Okay. Growing up, were you in a musical household?
No, not at all. So there's no one directly musical in my immediate family, but my brother-in-law now plays guitar and definitely helped inspire me to play more by encouraging me to jam and improvise with him.
Okay, so he's been an influence on you. But is it true that you sort of grew up with the idea that you can't make a living as a musician? Like, this is not a kind of a sensible career path?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that's the story that everyone who's a musician that hasn't got family that have made money from it feel, especially in England. I don't know if that's worldwide. But no, I definitely had no idea that music could be a full form of income unless you literally are number one in the charts.
Yes. I'm thinking about an Oasis reunion tour or something like that. So did you have a proper job, in inverted commas?
Yeah, so I dabbled with a few different things, but my dad was an engineer, and I pretty much saw that as the only real safe job that was with some progression to earn better wages than like retail and hospitality. So I qualified up as an engineer working on trains, like passenger vehicles, doing brakes and electrical work inside them for a living for about 8 years, in a couple of different jobs and companies. So,
and did that turn out to be a sort of a safe or sensible career path then?
No, not at all. So I ended up getting made redundant 3 times within 2 years from firms closing, which obviously had nothing to do with myself because the positions that I was in. So yeah, the safe job really wasn't safe, which obviously led me to eventually think that, well, if I am not safe in a job I don't like, let's try a job I do like, even if it's still unsafe.
I get that. That makes total sense. I think that is logic that can be applied to lots of situations. So you went down a path that involved Guitar Ninja. What is that?
Yeah, so I'd been teaching guitar on the side while doing the engineering for a long time, just as like spare money for sweets. Lollies. I'm in Australia.
You're learning the lingo. Yeah.
And yeah, then I realised after the 3rd redundancy that I'm good at teaching and I enjoy it. So I went into teaching guitar, but I'd also done judo for a long time. And I liked the way you had the clear visual progression of grading through the coloured belts.
Yeah.
So I decided to create my own grading syllabus with coloured guitar straps, where you grade up and become a guitar ninja, going through the same colour systems as they do in martial arts.
That's so great. Were you teaching kids?
I was teaching all age groups. So the youngest student I had was 5 years old. And the eldest I had was 84, 85 area.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
I'd say the majority of them were between 10 and 30. That's probably the main pocket that I taught.
And so do you start off as a white belt?
Yep, exactly that. Well, technically grey, ungraded. But to get your white belt is like 3 lessons in. Most people are able to pass that one. It's just to show that you've got the intention to learn and can hold a guitar correctly, basically.
It's so great because everyone loves a carrot, like at any age, right? You know, you love a little reward, you love a little bit of colour. So did it go through, like, I'm trying to remember, my brother used to do taekwondo, and it was like white belt, yellow belt,
Keep going, you got it.
Blue?
Oh, it's in there, but far further down.
Oh,
So they basically go from lighter down to darker colours.
Yes.
So white, yellow, orange, green, blue, purple, brown and black.
Okay.
Now, purple's not in judo, but I love the colour, and most musical grading syllabus have 8 levels.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to throw the purple in, both for my own choice of colour and to match those 8 different grade levels.
That's so cool. Guitar Ninja. Okay, you're starting to get a picture now of Rory Price, engineer, musician, guitar teacher. But then you kind of got to a point where you thought, I'm actually going to chase my own musical dream. Was there a specific catalyst for that?
Yeah, I'd wanted to travel my whole life, and I had performed at open mic nights myself in England, done some band things, so dabbled in music here and there. The band did some little local tours as well, so I had a taster of the stage, and I knew I loved it. But whilst working on the Guitar Ninja business, I made the mistake of letting my entire life become the Guitar Ninja, and kind of forgot who Rory Price was.
Yeah, right.
And one day I was completely paralyzed. Like, I just couldn't get up and move properly. And it turned out that I just burnt out, literally to an extreme level, because I was waking up and trying to do the good things for me, like meditating, exercising, working out, all of that. Then I would create the content for the business, for social media and YouTube, and the online academy that has 200 video lessons I filmed and edited and uploaded. Then I would teach students in the evening until I went to bed. And then I would sleep, wake up, repeat. And I did that every day for about 5 years. And eventually my body just crashed, and I realized that it's because I wasn't following any of Rory Price's passions. I was just the Guitar Ninja. I wanted to travel, I wanted to be social, and I wanted to be on stage. So yeah, that was the catalyst, then mix everything up.
And so you take off. I'm going to play a little bit of a tune called Come Travel With Me, which I guess kind of illustrates the point you got to. This is Rory Price.
Come take my hand,
So you can grab a drink and we'll come back, we'll talk a bit more, and then you'll play.
there's a whole
Perfect.
world to see. Step on out the doorway, you will find. World that's full of beauty, yes, it's grand in its design. Come travel with me.
And you used the home studio version.
And so, Rory, you were kind of sending out the invitation to, I guess, connect with other people who wanted to travel, and you bought a one-way ticket to the Caribbean.
Yes.
I love. Why there? Why was that your first destination?
Well, I actually really wanted to go and see the Amazon rainforest and climb Machu Picchu. So actually, the destination was more Peru. But the time of year was like the worst time of year to go. But because I'd put this off for so many years and I had the crash, and I was like, I need to just do it. So I found a destination between England and Peru where the weather was better and wasn't in either a crazy wet season or a drought or anything. And I came across the Dominican Republic. And because I was already thinking about trying to develop Spanish for going to Peru and visiting more Latin American countries, I thought, well, they speak Spanish, let's go there.
Did you take some Spanish lessons?
2 weeks of very intensive Spanish lessons between closing the business and leaving.
Well, that'll get you going. So then you end up going to the Andes, the Amazon rainforest, Guatemala,
Yeah.
the Philippines,
Yes.
and eventually Australia.
Yes.
What an adventure. So how long have you been travelling so far?
So it would be 2 years in January. So where are we at? Just over a year and a half, I guess.
And no doubt that has also, even though it sounds incredible,
Yeah.
it's probably got some challenges mixed in there as well. How's the last 2 years been for you?
Surprisingly less challenging than I thought it would be in general. I think day one when I landed in the Dominican Republic, my bank card didn't work, and I had to use my 2 weeks worth of Spanish to get money out the bank, and I successfully had money. So that was a massive, like, I can do this.
You can do it. Well, you are doing it.
The first hostel I went in, there were people from all over the world, and we felt like a family quickly. And then the same thing happened in the next hostel and the next, and I was like, okay, you know what? I was so scared of being lonely, and that one was ticked so early on. Biggest challenge is always saying goodbye. Like, you make connections in 24 hours better than you can in 24 months when you're at home. And yeah, the goodbyes don't get easier. Every time you leave a destination, it still hurts to say goodbye to people. But you now have friends around the world. So pros and cons.
How are you supporting yourself?
I was supporting myself because of all of that time working on the Guitar Ninja. I was putting money aside to invest into a more passive income to do the traveling later in life. Mm-hmm. So I had money in stocks and in savings ready to go into like property investment. And then I decided that by the time I could use that, I wouldn't have the fitness or the mental health or anything to live this life. So I decided that investing in actual life was more important than investing in property and stocks. So I funded it with that all the way until coming here to Australia, and then came here on the working holiday visa so that I can find some gigs and find other forms of income here on the working holiday visa. I did some hospitality here for 6 months just to kind of get the bank rolling to start with.
Fantastic. And you're gigging as well.
Yeah.
So you really are living the dream, the one that you wanted to chase. It's so great. I think so many people dream about it or would love to do it, but you've actually executed. Hence the tune, Living My Best Life.
Yes.
You do have a guitar in the studio tonight.
I do.
Rory Price. Do you want to give us a live version?
Yeah, let's do it.
Of that
So
too?
yeah,
Love
so
the
this
guitar too, by the way.
Yeah, so this is the carbon fiber travel guitar. It actually can pack down small enough to fit as a personal item on a plane.
Right.
Which meant it can go under the seat in front of me. I didn't have to lose it in hold luggage.
Yeah.
And being made of carbon fiber, it can handle the humidity, the altitudes, the rain, everything. So this has been last year this did 14 countries with me.
Oh, amazing. I feel like I should welcome your guitar to
Yeah,
the studio.
the travel. It's as well traveled as I am.
Yeah.
So,
Has it got a name?
It really should.
Do
Somebody
people
asked me
name
that the
guitars?
other day.
I don't know.
A lot of people do, and maybe the reason I haven't is because back in England I used to just gather too many to name them all. But yeah, I feel like maybe I should have named this one by now.
Well, let's hear that guitar play and sing and talk to us tonight. Rory Price, live on 612 ABC Brisbane, Living My Best Life.
Come take my hand and leave with me. There's a whole wide world to see. Just step on out the doorway, you will find a world that's full of beauty. Yes, it's grand in its design. Come travel with me. Okay, living my best life. Let's do it. Grab my guitar, packed up a suitcase, see how far I can get in the world before I'm poor, till I got no money. Now I'm chilling in the Caribbean, I made a lot of friends and I got this feeling that this is what I'm meant to do. I'm living my best life. Ooh, living my best life. Ooh, and I ain't got no strife. Just being me, yeah. Unapologetically me. Met a girl on the topic. I held a deep conversation and a beautiful smile. Now I can't seem to get her off my mind. Dang! Break up the day, we're surfing in the sea, climbing mountains and just be free. I'm living my life the way I'm meant to be, living my best life. Ooh, I'm living my best life. Ooh, and I ain't got no strife. Ooh, just being me, yeah. Unapologetically me. Don't you wanna be just chilling here with me, rocking out beneath the shady tree, with a drink in hand and feet upon the sand, jamming out with a Caribbean band. Well, we're living our best lives. Ooh, we're living our best lives. Ooh, and we ain't got no strife. Ooh, we're just being free, yeah. Unapologetically free. Ooh, living our best life. Ooh, and I ain't got no strife. Just being me, yeah. Unapologetically me.
Rory Price live on 612 ABC Brisbane and Queensland. Living my best life. You are just beaming as you are singing that, Rory.
Thank you. Like, it takes me back every time I sing it. It just, I don't know, I love performing.
Yeah, and gosh, you've done incredible things over the last couple of years. So are you gigging at the moment?
Yeah, so I'm gigging mostly small, just open mic nights, getting a feel for the local area and what's around. I'm in talks with a couple of agencies right now for like regular paid longer gig work, so there'll be quite a lot of covers involved in those gigs at the moment.
Yeah.
But I would like to get back into, as I used to in the band, performing those like 40-minute original sets. There's something about that length that seems to be great for putting on a great show and not having to put too much filler.
Fantastic. Is there a, like, I don't want to say an end point to your travel plan, but like, you know, ultimately, do you want to end up back in the UK, or are you just sort of going where life takes you at the moment?
I have reasons to want to stay in Brisbane at the moment. I've met a wonderful one, and I'm enjoying staying here at the moment.
You've fallen in love.
Yeah, I've done that.
Ah.
Which is crazy because I was only one country away from her. She was only one country or two away from me, and we never met until we came here in Brisbane.
Oh, what, you've both been travelling around?
So she's been doing a little bit less travel, more for work and things like that. But yeah, we've been on random different pathways, and it took coming literally halfway around the world for both of us to eventually meet.
Oh, gorgeous. You got to write a song about that.
Oh, it's on the works.
All right. Well, if people want to follow along, roryprice.com is a good place to start. He's on Instagram. You can find him there, and lots of his tunes and Rory's story as well. roryprice.com. So good to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you. It's been great.
Enjoy the travels. Stay in love with people and with music. Thanks, Rory.